Virgo, welcome to your tarot reading for September 2024. I cannot believe we are at September already, but let's just jump into your reading, a really nice set of cards we have for you this month. So we begin with the Nine of Pentacles in your past position. So this is saying that you've recently experienced a period of stability and self-sufficiency. This card is really reflecting the hard work and dedication you've been putting in and your ability to create a really secure and comfortable environment for yourself. You've likely been enjoying the fruits of your labor, perhaps really relishing in your personal achievements or financial stability. And you were feeling quite content, like you could really just appreciate the finer things in life and take pride in your accomplishments. So I really see you, after a long period of work and dedication, finally reaching this point where you thought, I can finally trust that stability is here, that I've built something for myself, that I can now kind of relax a little bit. You've kind of had your pedal to the metal, and now you're able to appreciate the fruits of your labor and this hard work. This woman in this card, even though she's wearing this fancy robe, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty in her garden here and to continue planting these pentacles. So I see you very much gaining this position of stability and security through your own hard work, and you should be really proud of yourself, Virgo. Okay, so the next card we have for you is the Knight of Swords in the position of challenges that you might face this month. So this is saying you might be dealing with an intense burst of energy and perhaps feeling really driven to pursue goals with a lot of determination and speed. But this Knight is also saying impulsiveness and a tendency to rush into situations without fully considering the consequences can be a challenge for you right now. There's a risk of being so focused on a particular objective that you might overlook some important details or neglect your emotional well-being as well. This can be, if this is a person in your life, it can represent someone who's being a little bit aggressive or confrontational. And this could be you, this could be someone else around you. But it's saying that might be a bit of a challenge this month, some kind of situation where someone wants to challenge you or create a bit of drama for you. So you'll have to use your intuition to figure out what that is. If this is a person, again, it could be yourself or someone around you who's kind of stirring up some drama through impulsiveness or wanting some kind of confrontation, or this can be facing a challenge of kind of too energetically, too doggedly, too impulsively pursuing something and being so focused on something that you kind of neglect the little details that end up being quite important in the long run. Clarifying this, we have the Eight of Cups here. So this is highlighting a need to move on from something that no longer serves you. It's suggesting that in your pursuit of success or in the face of adversity, you may need to let go of certain attachments or emotional burdens. And this could involve leaving behind a situation, a mindset, or a relationship that's been holding you back. And while that might feel difficult, this Eight of Cups is encouraging you to trust that moving forward is what's going to lead to better results for you, to greater fulfillment. So I very much see you. There's movement in these cards here. And this movement is representing some kind of challenge. So this could be you perhaps impulsively deciding to leave some kind of situation that you've kind of outgrown, and it feels very difficult, but you're kind of chomping at the bit, so to speak, to get out of it. You might need to slow yourself down a little bit, think things through, get in touch with your intuition. The Eight of Cups is very much about intuition, and then take action on this. So I think overall that the challenge here is warning you of being too impulsive about making some kind of decision. And the Eight of Cups is a significant decision because it's leaving behind something that has taken a while to build up. There's something you've invested some time and energy into that you're deciding to leave, perhaps. So take some time to think it through, tap into your intuition before taking the leap on this decision. We have the Empress card in the position of opportunities around you this month. So this is saying it's a time of growth and abundance and creativity for you this month. You have the opportunity to nurture some new ideas, some new projects, or even new relationships. And I have to say, I am getting a bit of love relationship energy from this reading overall, which we'll get into more. But the Empress is really a card of fertility and manifestation. So it's suggesting that what you plant now will bear fruit in the future. So sometimes when this card shows up, it can mean literal pregnancy. So if that's something you're interested in, great. The possibility is there. If not, just be aware of that. So whether you're focusing on personal development, a business venture, or a creative project, or a new relationship even, it's an excellent time to cultivate and expand. And she's a very patient person too, this Empress. She's very confident in her ability to attract and manifest things in her life. She's not someone to chase someone down for their affection or attention. She's not someone to aggressively go after that job at all costs kind of thing. She trusts that she has the ability to attract what is meant for her to her. So she's saying be a little bit patient this month, and is certainly following on the heels of that Knight of Swords. I think there's a message of patience here. We have the King of Pentacles clarifying this opportunity. So this is emphasizing stability and practical success for you. This card is saying that by grounding your ideas and taking a really methodical approach, you will be able to achieve not just prosperity, but lasting prosperity. This king is suggesting that you might have a mentor or supporter in your life who embodies these qualities, because these court cards can often represent actual people in your life. And this is someone who can offer wise advice and help you turn your visions into reality. So this combination is really pointing to this kind of powerful synergy between creativity and practicality, where your nurturing efforts, whatever you're trying to nurture into being, can really lead to tangible rewards. If this is a love reading for you, and I'm getting some love energy from this reading, as I said, especially with this middle row here, I'm almost seeing the Empress and the King of Pentacles as a really great couple, because here you are, all prosperous and lovely. You have put in the work, you've built up your resources, your career, to the point where you're comfortable with who you are and what you've achieved for yourself. You don't want a relationship where someone's going to come in and disrupt that, take from you, dim your light, eat up all your resources kind of thing, a dependent kind of person who becomes kind of it represents someone who takes away from you. That's not what we're after right now. And the King of Pentacles is the opposite of that. He's someone who's also created his own wealth and prosperity and stability through his hard work. He's someone who, like this Nine of Pentacles, nothing is taken for granted here. This person has worked for their rewards. So if this is a partnership, it represents someone coming in who matches your energy, who matches your prosperity. And the two of you combining resources is really powerful, because it means even more abundance, more luxury, more financial resources for the two of you to share. It's the kind of energy where you both can afford to go on like expensive vacations together, and neither person has to pay for everything for the other because you can both afford it. That kind of thing. So if this is a love relationship coming in for you, and I say coming in because the Empress can sometimes mean like the birth of something. So it could be a new relationship that's really prosperous for both of you in many ways. Or if it's an existing relationship, kind of getting to this new level with this person where you're both get a lot more comfortable with each other financially, resource-wise, just in general. It brings things to a new level. We have the Ace of Cups in the position of advice for you this month. So this is encouraging you to embrace new emotional beginnings. There's a potential here for emotional fulfillment, for new relationships, or a fresh start in how you connect with yourself and others. It's advising you to remain open to the flow of love and intuition and inspiration this month. It's really a time to allow your heart to lead and trust in the emotions that guide you. So this might mean opening up to someone new, rekindling a passion, or simply being more compassionate with yourself. This ace invites you to explore the depth of your feelings. And it's very much a card of the gift of love and new emotional beginnings. And that's why I'm getting, for a lot of you, this might be a love reading where something new comes in. And again, if it's an existing relationship, it means a new level of emotional connection, or it could be a brand new relationship. And it looks really good to me. Let me just say that. We have clarifying the Ace of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. So it's very different energy as a clarifier here. This is bringing a warning to not let past hardships or scarcity mindset hinder your emotional growth. This card often reflects feelings of lack, of isolation, of insecurity. So it suggests that you might be holding on to fears of rejection or loss, or not being enough. And the advice here is to recognize these fears, yes, but not to let them dictate your actions. And that's the important thing with feelings. We are allowed to have those emotions and feelings, but let's be in charge of how we behave based on those emotions. Let's be the one in charge, not our emotions. So the Ace of Cups is offering healing and renewal, but you have to be willing to let go of the limiting beliefs that this Five of Pentacles represents. And in doing so, you can then fully embrace this emotional richness that is available for you right now. So it's very much about letting go of this Five of Pentacles energy this month. And if this is more of a general life reading or career reading, this last row can be saying there's a lot of opportunity for new beginnings here, and maybe in relation to some kind of creative project that represents renewed excitement and emotional investment. And you have to let go of scarcity mentality in order to be able to capitalize on that. But if it has to do with love and relationships, this can be really about letting go of bad past relationships, our baggage, so to speak, where we've been hurt before, we've been let down before. And we're kind of holding on to that and judging all future partners based on those experiences. This card is saying, let's let that go now. Because if we do, we're opening ourselves up to a lot of beautiful emotional gifts that are coming in for us, that want to come in for us. So let's not be too guarded right now. We have the Sun as your outcome or future card. So it couldn't be more positive for a card in this position, because it represents joy and success and clarity. Whatever challenges you face or opportunities you pursue this month, the Sun is saying there's going to be a very bright and optimistic outcome. So it's saying that you'll emerge from this period with a renewed sense of vitality and confidence. The sun really illuminates your path right now, and it's going to get rid of any shadows of doubt or fear, and you're going to be able to see things clearly. And that's the thing with the sun. When it shows up, it indicates that the sun is coming out after a period of difficulty. It's saying something a little bit challenging or negative has been happening recently, and here comes the sun to change things for us finally. And we're going to see things clearly now. We're going to have that renewed sense of hope and optimism. We're going to be like this child on the horse again, where this represents kind of the ultimate vulnerability. And I think maybe we're a bit challenged around vulnerability right now, around letting our guards down in regards to something. And the sun is saying, we're going to be able to do that. We're going to allow ourselves to be vulnerable again. And it's going to be really liberating and positive for us. So it's saying in the future, you can expect a time of happiness and achievement where your hard work and your positive energy is going to pay off. The sun is saying, shine brightly and share your light with others, because this is only going to amplify the good fortune that's coming your way. So it's a time to really celebrate your successes and embrace positivity, and to really enjoy this warmth and growth that the sun is bringing into your life. And I love to see that, because I see you've planted a lot of seeds in your past here. You've been working hard. You've been building up your independence, your ability to rely on yourself. And now I see maybe you letting your guard down a little bit and allowing maybe someone else to come in and meet you where you are. And they're going to be really amazing in their own right. They're going to add to your life here. It might take some practice in vulnerability and allowing ourselves to be open to something here. But when we become vulnerable, when we allow ourselves to feel optimistic, the results are going to be mind-blowingly good. So really beautiful, sunny reading for you overall here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.